It's Nathan Powell, I'm Assistant Head Teacher at Bishop Barrington School.
It's Matthew Allen and I'm a Learning Mentor at Bishop Barrington School.
It's had a huge impact in terms of building relationships built on developing resilience, mutual respect between each other, between the pupils involved and the staff, the school. But resilience, I think, is the key word, particularly resilience inside of school, but outside of school, the temptations, the challenges they face.
The course has had an immeasurable impact on pupils in our school. It's made them realise that the different paths they can take in life, and obviously the respect for women and just how to become a man, really, because it's a really hard time for teenagers.
I think the course has impacted on them in the way that they'll now stop and think before, certain behaviours. I think it's planted a seed, done well to kind of plant the seed for maybe later in life. We're not expecting miracles to happen after 6 weeks, but hopefully, it's put some things in there that they can, call back and recall later on in life and when they find themselves in certain situations.
Again, these are all challenges that I think they face inside school and outside of school. It's about developing that mutual respect for each other, themselves, and the amount of people they meet in the school, adults, and different people from different backgrounds.
I think the weekly topics have been engaging and varied right the way through the course. I've enjoyed the roles of women, but as well personal things like, becoming the man, growing up, and sort of the constraints that adult life has on young people.
I thought the topics were good. I thought they were very relevant to our lads. Looking at the topics beforehand, we were able to pick groups of young people who we thought would benefit from having sessions on those.
The content and the delivery has been fantastic. The whole thing's been engaging and it's been varied as well. I enjoyed the way the videos were used and the different uses of multimedia, but as well the stories from yourself and Paul and the experiences that you have had growing up through your life.
Content's good. It's varied, so there's some videos, some talking topics, videos from different sources. Activities were interesting and varied and certainly kept the lads' attention for the best part of the session, so yeah, it was good.
I think they've took really well to the variation throughout the session, so obviously the videos, the PowerPoints, the worksheets, it hasn't just been a case of come in and do the work, it's been discussion, teamwork, and that's really impacted them. As well, I think obviously the break halfway through has given them a chance to catch up with themselves, bond with the friends, but then they've maintained that focus and got straight back into the task.
Well, the content, I mean, it's not long division, it's not American Civil War, but so the content is interesting, which gets attention. The delivery is sharp, the delivery is good, the sessions don't sit still. Activities are interesting. Yeah, just the information that the lads are receiving and the things they're talking about is different to a classroom session, so you get more out of them that way.
It's good value for money in terms of when you think about these pupils and their backgrounds and needs, and without this type of programme in place where their pathway may lead to in terms of provision that might need to be put in place if they become at risk of being disengaged. This is something that nips at in the bud from early on in their school career.
Absolutely, it's invaluable. Sort of from the initial meetings right up until the last session, it's been great value for money throughout. Yes,
15. Yeah, that's all money for a 6-week session. With a group. I mean, we've had 12 on this course, so yeah, there's definitely value for money there.
It's helped, yeah, in a huge way. You've seen the change in terms of the respect they have around the school site, not just in lessons, in terms of the engagement in lessons, but just around the corridors, outside in the yard, the way they speak to each other, the way they speak to members of staff. We've seen huge improvements in terms of the way they are speaking to each other and the confidence they have, the way they've grown and the shoulders are back and they're walking as if they are showing that they are young men.
We've seen a huge change in the young men that have done this course, the way they're speaking to each other, the way they're speaking to staff, the respect that they've shown within the families. It's really impacted them really well, yeah.
I do. I can give you some examples. Without naming names, there's a couple of young men in here who have maybe, let's say, struggled sometimes in social settings. it's interesting to see them as the group's progressed. They've come out of the shell a little bit more and talk a little bit more in the group. Another example, as a young man, got himself in some bother the other week and off his own back took it upon himself to go and apologise to the member of staff that he was awful to. That was a step in the right direction, definitely.
I've got to give it a 10 in terms of the way it's been organised, the impact it's had, and the easy communication and the professionalism shown by the staff involved in delivering it.
Without a doubt, a 10. I would run this course every year if I could. It's been fantastic.
I'd give, for delivery and content-wise, definitely a 10. If you ask me again later on, you know, I'll be able to give you a score about how it's affected the lads. It's, you know, difficult to say. Hopefully it sits in there and it'll stay a 10.
Definitely, without hesitation.
Absolutely. I think the area that we live in, and even the whole country, Boys2Men has had an immeasurable impact on our young people, and it would be great to roll it out in other schools.
Yes. Yes, I would.
Powerful, long-lasting, extreme value for money.
Valuable, engaging and thought-provoking.
Relevant, interesting, hopefully impactful.